Hello, St. Pete. I want to speak directly to you today about utility rates. This is an issue that hits close to home for every resident of our city, my own family included. This might be a long video, so make sure you listen up. Last week, City Council held a public discussion on proposed utility rate adjustments for fiscal year 2027. I believe it's important to be completely transparent about how this process works. It begins with the mayor's office and administrations bringing forward several recommendations for their annual utility rate study. Then, through our Budget, Finance, and Taxation Committee, City Council weighs the proposals against the pressing need for system reliability and resident affordability. After months of robust public discussion and careful analysis of affordability impacts alongside infrastructure maintenance, Council has settled on an increase of 6.8% for residents without reclaimed water and 7.7% for those with. For our ratepayers, this will translate to a monthly increase somewhere between $10.18 for Tier 1 and $13.82 for Tier 4. It's important to be clear. This proposal does not add any new staff positions or even expand our current capital improvements budget. It simply allows the city to keep pace with inflation and operating costs while we prepare to put forward to you, the voters, a referendum this November to fund acceleration for the hundreds of millions of dollars in infrastructure improvements that we must make over the next several years. When I joined Council in 2018, our city was navigating a state consent order required because of decades of deferred maintenance on our wastewater system. Choosing not to raise rates may be politically easy in the short term, but ignoring complex challenges only leads to a crumbling system. We saw the direct consequences of historical underfunding with the 2016 sewer challenges. And we witness it today during significant flooding events, and quite frankly, sometimes even on sunny days and during everyday rainstorms. Our city has gone through decades of zero rate increases prior to 2016. Between the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, there were a combined 27 years of zero rate increases in sanitation alone, and another 18 years of 0% rate increases in our stormwater system. And while wastewater might have been better funded than the others, it was still held together with very little investment to ensure reliability in the system long term. So let's explain. Utility rates are an enterprise fund. They're money in, money out. And while we are aggressively pursuing grants, our master plans show over $1 billion in infrastructure needs across our city. And that means that grants alone will not bridge the gap. Your utility bill funds essential daily services like stormwater, wastewater, potable drinking water, twice a week pickup for sanitation, bi-weekly pickup for residential recycling, and for some residents, reclaimed water, alongside our 5-year capital plans and the wages of frontline workers who keep our city running. Tomorrow, on August 13th at 3 p.m., City Council will hold our first reading and set the public hearing for August 27th at 5 p.m. Public comment, as always, is welcome. Investing in our infrastructure and building true resilience is the defining challenge of our generation. I know for some, no explanation or even modest increase will do. And I hope that you understand that this is an attempt to add clarity as to where those recommendations come from and the difficult decisions that City Council makes every day. I've paid a utility bill in this city continuously for 23 years. And like many of you, I've watched our neighborhoods flood. And it's easy to criticize from the sidelines simply for political points. But true leadership requires standing on your record and making hard choices in the sunshine. I challenge anyone else running for office to lay out a transparent plan for funding our infrastructure that doesn't contain empty promises. If they tell you they will not raise rates, they need to tell you how many workers they will lay off or what specific essential service or investment they intend to cut. We have difficult decisions ahead. You have difficult decisions at the ballot box. My commitment to you is simple. I will always choose transparency. I will put in the hard work every single day to protect our homes and businesses, and I will continue to work towards practical solutions for affordability. That is my commitment to St. Petersburg.